Yellow and welcome back to Vanilla Plus. I'm MG Rose and today we're going to get our crops area set up and some plants done ready so that we can actually eat. Well, firstly I'm just going to lay these down. I'm not doing it in any specific size. I probably will try and extend it a bit. It's just, I don't know actually. I need to place these. I'll do this side first as it's the smaller side, and once I've done the smaller side I'll fast forward on. I'm sorry, I'm still not quite 100% right. If you did catch my channel update, you'll know I did spend quite a fair while in hospital, which is why we've had a bit of a lack of videos, so I'm sorry about that, people. I have taken the time to put some live streams up just so that there was something for you, so you could see I haven't disappeared off the face of the earth. The live streams went okay. I enjoyed them. It was interesting. We got a visit from Wells Knight and one of Scar's moderators called Ivan the Minecrafter. Absolutely lovely blokes. So friendly, which is exactly what I want on my stream, is friendly people. So it was super great. Yeah. Well, firstly, how are you guys? I hope you're all doing 110% better than I've been doing just recently. Yep, I'm glad to be back home. Do you know, I couldn't be happier. I went completely insane, stuck in hospital. I didn't have my children with me. I didn't have my computer. I had nothing, not one of my distractions that keeps me going apart from my books. And while I read them within the first 48 hours of being there, I took 2 on with me, and I'd had them fully read within 48 hours. Hospitals bored the life out of me. I physically can't cope at hospital. I really can't. It grates me down. It makes me feel like pants, and I just physically can't cope with them. I can't physically cope with them at all. So my experiences haven't been pleasant over the past week or so, which is why I took out a few days just to fully recover, get back on my feet. Well, not fully recover, but recover to the point where I don't have to take as many meds as what I was on and things like that, because they do send me drowsy, they do send me a bit dippy, not like I am already dippy. I really don't like it when it does silly noises like that. Always makes me jump. Well, I think I will just finish lining this off. Just finish lining it off, I don't mind. Well, it's only taken me 3 minutes to do the first bit, so I'll finish it off. We will have to put like extra posts in just to bulk it out and make it look a bit more neater on the long points, but you'll see what I mean when I get further around to doing it. Hopefully for the next video, if we get this done today, hopefully we can get started on the chicken coop, and then possibly once we've done the chicken coop we'll go back in and we'll do a bit more on the interior of our farmhouse. I think the next room to do should be living room. I think. I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm just working and playing with a few different things that we've got available to us. I don't know why I've worried about placing all them in perfectly, because I don't want them all in. They're all coming back out again. That when I come to knocking out these spare ones, I will break off and I'll speed it up. I will be adding fences around the top of it, because the blocks are going to be in line with everything here. They're going to be where we plant the food and stuff. It's all going to be like in line with this one block here. So the pathways are going to be slightly elevated, but you'll see what I'm working with when I get round to it. Get all this lot in, and then we can get all the rest of it deleted back out again, and then I will come back. Yeah, I'll get all this lot in, speed up, and come back to you once we've got it all neatened off. Got the ladders. I keep saying ladders. Fences in. Do you know, it looks like an Enderman in that window, but it's not. It's all stuff. Oh, is it? It could be. Let's have a look. Sorry, I've been distracted, haven't I? I always get distracted. No, it's not. It's just the shelf. See, I were right first time round. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I want to try and speed this along a bit. Speed it up, because I have got a lot of things that I want to do for the farm area, in like terms of barns and chicken coops and pig pens and orchards and all that kind of jazz. So I do want to kind of speed it along a bit, but we'll get there. Right, well, I'm just going to speed this up, clear out all this excess that we don't need, and I shall get back to you in a minute. See you in a second. Well, I'm back. I've got that lot laid out ready for you guys. Yeah, I've just put basically some carpenter's fences. It's them on Ed once and got that kind of fencing. Broke it up a little bit by putting in some full solid blocks, which we will decorate up. Don't worry, they're not going to stay that way, but for now they will, because we're going to just get the groundworks laid down of where we want our fields to go. I'm only doing them 2 by 2, but I'm going to do, that's quite loud, but I'm going to do, let's sort out these blocks. Let that look quiet, because I like to hear the blocks going down. Yeah, we're going to put like a little mini pathway going between them all. I'm doing them in 2 by 2 strips, then have like each strip be just one like crop, shall we say. But we will be lighting the pathway up. We will give it a bit more detail and texture. I quite like the sides of these. That's why I'm not going to be covering them up fully, because I do quite like the sides of these blocks. Oh, these blocks are garden soil. Apparently, from what all the videos that I've watched, that you don't need water with them, which is why we're using them. I'll show you a recipe for them as well while we're at it. It's just 4 sand, 4 dirt and seeds. I nearly ran out of seeds doing it. I did run out of sand. And I did nowhere near run out of dirt. But they're going to be a sound investment, I think, anyway. Right, let me just double check. So I haven't measured out none of this. I've just randomly chucked out a space that I think is big enough for the farms to go in. Fatal mistake, but to be honest, I don't want it to be perfectly lined out. I don't want it to look like that, because farms are never perfect. You look at a farmer's field, he never has perfectly rectangle or square fields. They're never all perfectly sized. They're all just quite random, really. So that's my aim. I didn't know they could go into carpenter's box. I don't remember them going into carpenter's box. More to the point, don't remember very much these days. Like, my memory's normally pants as it is, but with this medication I'm on, nah, it's made it 10 times worse. Right. Get one side out. I should have done the smaller side, actually, to be honest with you, but never mind. Never mind. We'll get one side laid out. Let me just make sure that I'm doing this alright before I start going nuts. It's just going to have a two block pathway in the middle. I think on the other side I might leave some space to put some sand bits in, and I will have to put like a water bit in strips. So what I might do is like down middle, down like these 5 blocks, put two blocks of sand there on the other side, water, and then sand again, and then have 2 strips of oh, what's it called now, sugar cane, and some cactus growing as well. I do eventually want to be able to do the agri-craft stuff and get some like of the flower seeds and that, just surely for the dye purposes. But I don't think I'm going to do anything like that on camera. I was going to do like a florist and stuff like that, make a big deal of it, but I think I'll just do that off camera unless you guys want that. Because I am, at the minute, I'm making plans for a rather big, well, I say rather big, I mean absolutely huge build on Design Tech. I would have done it on here, but there's just not enough variation of blocks, shall we say, for such a big build for me, because I want everything to look different. I want it to all have its own personality and stuff, and when you're restricted with blocks the way you are, like in packs like this or in vanilla, for me it's just don't warrant such a big build. Really don't. It's like just the centerpiece for the town that I've marked out and measured out, it's probably gonna be about 300 block area, so it is gonna be quite a humongous build, especially for one person to be doing. So I will be looking for interior designers and landscapers and things like that throughout the build, just to come on, spend a few like hours with us and just add their stamp to the site. Anyone that does end up coming on and helping us will end up in the memorial square, which I think is rather fitting. Rather than putting fallen soldiers, we can put our grafted soldiers in there instead. Now I think that'll look alright once we've got all half slabs in. Get this next side done. Actually no, I'll go to doing that next side in a minute. Is it getting dark already? Oh. Moo box and bum brains, for want of a better way of phrasing that. And my food's going down. Not something I like. Never like the fact that my food goes down in this pack. Drives me insane. Right, let's get the middle pathway laid out. Try save a bit on hammers so I don't have to go back down to our little guilty pleasure mess area. I say that and then I go placing them in wrong blooming places. I'm hoping this will look alright. I'm hoping it will. I did go out searching, well, in a way I went out searching, but I used an online map seed thing which tells you where all biomes are and that. And I'd managed to find like a mesa biome and a mushroom biome. I finally got silk touch, so I will be going back to the mushroom biome and getting some of the mycelium, or however it's pronounced, just surely for our mushroom growth. But I think what we might do for the mushrooms is do like their own little miniature building, just because I'm sure they need dark areas even with mycelium. If I'm wrong there, correct me. I've just never really bothered with growing mushrooms, but hey ho, I am wanting to get into the food properly, so I will have to get into mushrooms. It's just part of it, isn't it? Alright, that's not going to do, is it? That's going to argue with me because there's solid blocks at the side of it. Oh, no, it's not. Thank God for that. Oops. Didn't want to do that. Right. I'll give that one a smack from there and do it like this. instead of going all the way back just to line it all up. Do need to keep an eye on the time because I don't want it to be a super long video. I think it's going to end up being longer than what I planned anyway. I'm just a bit slow and a bit lost today really, but we need to get these out. I'm not making these wait any longer. I want to get the videos out for you guys, so I will do what I can to make it work. Let's just get, do you know that chest sound? Oh, I'm going to have to go back down for some more of these blocks because I didn't pick out enough. I got too many stairs out and not enough actual blocks. But once I've got this first bit done, I'll get the other side done, and then I will speed it all up for you. Actually no, what I'll do is I'll start speeding it up. Well, I'll take a cut now. I'll cut out. I'll finish laying this lot down, go get some more carpenter's blocks from downstairs, hidden underground, and then I will come back when we're ready to start filling in the blocks, just because I think I've already wasted enough time messing about like this. So, see you back in a second. Toodle pip. Well, that's all, everything placed in, ready to be filled in and decorated nicely. So what we'll do is we'll start with flooring down here. I'm just going to do like we did with outside, but just, you know, out the front, but just not as uniformed as it was, because I don't want it to be too uniform, too predictable, too, yeah. So get this flooring done. Probably will put a bit more diorite than that in it. Not diorite, it's granite we're using. But the granite is where we're going to put the dye and the glowstone dust. Glowstone dust. Since learning about being able to do that, I have done it with everything. That is my main source of lighting now. We should be able to get rid of some of the torch spam soon enough, which will make my day massively. I hate torches. Hate torches. I think we will chuck in a couple of bits of dye into the coarse dirt, just to make it look like it's a bit more worn in. Take a look, see what that looks like. Maybe there. There. I don't know, I think that looks alright. I'll do that bit, the rest of the pathway, either speeded up or cut out, but I'm thinking I may actually just put this down here in between the fields, because I quite like it. I think the texture's nice. Let's see. If we dye it, it just makes it look that slight little bit different, doesn't it? Yeah, and I've run out of dye, so I will cut out here. I'll probably speed some bits up, put some bits in, cut it out like I've just done with this, putting in the areas. But yeah, I'll be back with you in a second. Definitely cutting out my mission down here. See you in a minute. Toodle pip. Welcome back. I've got all the flooring in and sorted and done and dusted. As you saw, I managed to light it up so that there's F7 thingy wasn't telling us there were any spawnable areas. Sorry, I just caught my headset then. My hair was tickling. Right, so to finish it off, I'll show you on this little strip here, and then I will either cut it or speed it up or do a mixture of both. But we're going to put the light grey stained clay and white stained clay in these bits. Not sure if we'll keep them because they do look a bit too smooth, but for now, because I've only just found the clay, we're going to use it. I think the white one will stay. I think the grey one we may have to change up a bit, but I don't know, I quite like that. I quite like that. May change these over so it's a bit more yeah, that's something for me to work on later. So what I'll do is I'll either cut or speed up or whatever I can here, and I will come back to you once the fencing's all in. I shall see you in a second. Bye. Well, I say that's done for now, so what I will do is I will definitely cut this final bit out. There's no two ways about it. I'm going to add in all the seeds and stuff into the areas, add in the water, and I may add a bit more decoration on the edges of these just to do it, fill it out, but I might not for now because at the minute I can't think of anything that I want to do. But I'm going to wait for the sun to go down, go to sleep, collect some seeds out at chest in kitchen, and I will fill it all in and I will come back to you to end the video off. So we shall see you in a second. Well, Yello, and welcome back. I've managed to get all those crops in now. I have decided what I'm going to be doing with this. I'm going to get some vines and I'm going to place some vines inside it just to give it a bit of a used look, which I will do in between episodes. It's now 2 hours and 25 minutes since I started recording. I have had a mess about with the pumpkins and melons because for some reason they didn't want to plant, but then once I'd got it all set up and moved around, they decided they would do as they're told and plant in the bloody garden soils. So I'm not impressed. I've left it how it was before it decided to work, so it can just stay like that. I'm not bothered. I've got plenty enough space for extra things as and when we find them. These can be planted onto them, but because I'd already set up for it, I'm leaving it as that. We do need to go find some cactus at some point. I think I've found some. I've gone past some, but I've just ignored it. And I've just chucked some dark oak labels. I know they look really silly because they're floating and stuff, but I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. I did try to put like a little stick thing going down, you know, just like using the chisels. But it didn't work, so I gave it up as a bad job. Anyway, I'm going to apologise now for this episode being so short, chippy and choppy and, well, not short, but choppy and cut up and all that mess. But it needed to be done. It needed to be done. Next time, we can get started on our chicken coop. So that should be a nice, smooth, steady episode. Right, anyway, I'm going to go. I'm tired, I want to sleep, and I need to get this edited. So thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you liked, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe's always helpful, but comments are the most important thing to me, so please do get your comments in. Ideas, hints, tips, everything else like that, criticism, as long as it's constructive, it's fine. Anyway, right, enough of my ranting. I've been MG Rose. You've all been absolute superstars. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.